2 more weeks. So I hope you're having fun. We'll have 2 more fun weeks. Okay? Today we obviously have a new poem. Who can tell me the title of our new poem? Maddie, what's the poem of title of our new poem? Camping. Why do you think I picked a camp?
Because I like camping.
Kaden noticed that was kind of long today. Why do you think I picked it? Kind of told Kaden. Why else would I pick it? Can you tell us, Kaden?
Because our theme is camping.
Our theme is camping. I thought maybe it went pretty good with our classroom. So, it is longer, and we are going to take a look at some of the words and see how they help us understand this poem. We're going to practice, I'll read it, you'll read it, we'll read it together, read it in pairs, practice some of that fluency stuff, and practice reading with expression. And then we're going to do some activities with it. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Here we go. Please just listen to the poem as I read it. And you're probably going to have to either look on your notebooks and follow along or look up here because there is a lot of words today. So make sure you're following along with me. The title is Camping. Sleeping in my sleeping bag here inside the tent. Softly now the night breeze blows through the netted vent. Listening to the crickets sing a joyful all-night tune. Twinkling stars fill up the sky, lit brightly by the moon. Hearing the crackling of the fire and the night bird's peaceful song. Camping is my favorite thing to do all summer long. Raise your hand if you've been camping. Maddie's the only one. Sydney? The rest of you haven't been camping? Now you're admitting it, right? Tiana? Okay. Tell me, what do you do when you go camping?
I sleep in the tent.
What's it mean to camp?
That's what.
Raise your hand, please. Sydney, what do you do?
I'm looking at nature and hiking.
Okay.
And I'm having fun. And then you go to sleep.
Outdoors stuff, right? Yeah. Do you always have to be in a tent?
Yeah.
Can you camp not in a tent, maybe?
Yeah, camper.
Maybe some people have campers. What do you do when you go camping? Make s'mores. So if you tell me some activities, what else? Anybody go swimming when they go camping?
The river? Like what?
Is there a certain place you go camping, maybe?
In the forest.
In the forest? I know some families, maybe every year they go to the same spot and they have friends and stuff. You can sit up, please, Maddie. All right. I would like you to echo read with me. Do you remember echo reading?
Yeah.
What's echo reading? Someone remind us. Go ahead, Sterling.
It's something when you read, then we're gonna read it. Right?
You're going to read the same line.
Yes.
Okay? And then we'll take turns. So, please read along with me or echo me. Camping.
Camping.
Sleeping in my sleeping bag.
Sleeping in my sleeping bag.
Here inside the tent.
Here inside the tent.
Softly now the night breeze blows.
Softly now the night breeze blows.
Through a netted vent.
Through a netted vent.
Listening to the crickets sing.
Listening to the crickets
Sing. A joyful all-night tune.
a joyful all-night tune.
Okay, I'm concerned some of you aren't looking up here. Okay, no, it's going to be really hard to read it if you don't look, right? Okay. Twinkling stars fill up the sky.
Twinkling stars fill up the sky.
Lit brightly by the moon.
Lit brightly by the moon.
Hearing the crackling of the fire.
Hear the crackling of the fire.
And the night bird's peaceful song.
And the night bird's peaceful sound.
Camping is my favorite thing
Camping is my favorite thing
to do all summer long.
to do all summer long.
This poem's going to be a little trickier because it's longer and we aren't going to be able to memorize it, right? Do we still need to read it with expression?
Yeah.
Because I think that time when you guys read it, you sounded like you were really bored or really tired. Do you think you could do better? No? Yes?
Yes.
I think you can do better. I know you can do better because I've heard you use more expression. I know it's a long poem, but you can't I don't think we can memorize this one, so you're going to have to look at your poem, either in your lap or up here. Okay? So, I need you to sit crisscross. Put your notebook in your lap. Maddie, crisscross. Put your notebook in your lap. Put your finger on the words, and we're going to read it again, but this time I want you to use some more expression. And when you use more expression, it doesn't make us so bored with the poem. Sound good? It is longer, but I think you can do it. I'm challenging you today. Alright, so here we go. Everybody needs to look. Camping. Please echo it.
Camping.
Sleeping in my sleeping bag.
Sleeping in my sleeping bag.
Here inside the tent.
Here inside the tent.
Softly now the night breeze blows.
Softly now the night breeze blows.
Through a netted vent.
Through a netted vent.
Listening to the crickets sing.
Listening to the crickets sing.
A joyful all-night tune.
A joyful all-night tune.
Twinkling stars fill up the sky.
Twinkling stars fill up the sky.
Lit brightly by the moon.
Lit brightly by the moon.
Hearing the crackling of the fire.
Hearing the crackling of the fire.
And the night bird's peaceful song.
And the night bird's peaceful song.
Camping is my favorite thing.
Camping is my favorite thing.
To do all summer long.
To do all summer long.
Alright, so let's read it through. Everybody read it at the same time. We're going to choral read. Okay? So you're going to have to look either up here or in your notebooks. Ready? And then we're going to talk about some of the words. Camping. Read it with me, please. Sleeping in my sleeping bag, here inside the tent. Softly now the night breeze blows through a netted vent. Listening to the crickets sing a joyful all-night tune. Twinkling stars fill up the sky, lit brightly by the moon. Hearing the crackling of the fire and the night bird's peaceful song. Camping is my favorite thing to do all summer long. Let's take a look at some of these words. There's lots of words, and I think there's some longer words that maybe we need to figure out what they mean. Okay? Sleeping in my sleeping bag. I think we know what that means, right? Most of us, if we have been camping, we probably took a sleeping bag with us. I want to look at some of these. This one right here. Through a netted vent. Why do you think that line is in the poem? I want you to turn and talk to somebody sitting next to you. Where would this author come up with a netted vent? What does it mean to have something netted? Turn and talk. Take your best guess at what you think those words mean. It's okay to be wrong. What part of camping might be netted? What does that mean? What do you think, Harry? Take your best guess. Think of a tent or a net. What part would it be? Do you know what a net is?
So something is netted.
What do you think?
Closely stitched. So you can catch it.
Someone tell me what a net is. Sterling, what is a net?
A net is like what is like around like a trampoline or
Like that cage thing around the trampoline?
like a tennis net or something.
How about you had like a fishing net or like a
Yeah.
butterfly net? It's something that has holes in it, right? So like air could blow through it. Think about a tent. Is there anything on a tent that might let like a breeze come through? Because it's talking about a night breeze. What part of a tent might have a night breeze? Let it come through. Sterling? Or Sydney? Sorry.
Maybe windows.
Yeah. Don't you have like zipper windows and doors on it, and sometimes it has like a net thing so the bugs don't get in your tent? Do you think the night breeze would blow through there, or the daytime breeze? Okay, let's keep going. Crickets sing. What do you think? What part of camping is crickets singing? Someone tell me.
In the forest.
Yeah, the little bugs that we might hear. Do you guys hear those at night singing? Or frogs. Sometimes you hear the frogs. Twinkling stars fill up the sky. What do you think that line is for? What was the purpose of that line? Why did the author write that? What do you think, Kaden?
Stars are shining.
Yeah, outside at nighttime they can see the stars. Okay, so right here I see something. Softly now the night breeze blows. Is that something you can feel? Can you feel a breeze?
Yes.
Okay. What about this one? Listening to the crickets sing. What kind of sense? I just talked about the sense of touch with the breeze. What kind of sense am I using when I hear the crickets sing? Do we know our 5 senses? Somebody tell me our 5 senses to remind us. Sydney?
Nose, eyes, mouth.
Yeah.
Ears, hair.
Hearing, smelling, tasting, seeing, right? And touching. So what kind of sense are we using when we have listening to the crickets sing? What body part are we using? Maddie, I think you can do this one. What do you think? If you're listening to something, what are you using on your body to listen? Our ears, okay? So this is something that we might feel when we're camping. This is something we might hear when we're camping. Let's look at this one again. Twinkling stars fill up the sky. What do you think, Ella? What sense would we use when we see twinkling stars?
The stars are twinkling.
They're twinkling, but am I going to use my ears to see them? Am I going to use my hands to see them? What am I going to use? Something I see, right? Okay. Brightly lit by the moon, hearing the crackling of the fire. What's that line mean? Anybody ever heard a crackling fire? Some of you are shaking your head. How many of you have had a bonfire before? Maybe just at your house or camping. Do you ever hear the wood kind of pop and crackle and stuff? Do you think that's what the author's trying to say?
Yeah.
Okay, so again, if you're hearing it, you're using your ears again, right? And the night bird's peaceful song. What kind of body senses or body parts are you using to hear a peaceful song, Sterling?
Your ears.
Your ears. Okay, camping is my favorite thing to do all summer long. So tell me the purpose. Turn and talk with somebody first. What is the purpose of this author writing this poem? What are they trying to tell us with this poem? Yeah, like the whole experience, right? Things that you hear, you see, you touch, everything. Can somebody share with the whole group? What did you guys talk about, Ella? What part of camping is this author trying to tell us? Like the whole experience, right? Things that they heard, things that they saw, things that they felt. I don't think they have any taste in there, do they?
Nope.
What could they add for tasting? Something that you taste while you're camping. What do you think, Sterling?
S'mores.
S'mores. And I think Kaden mentioned that too. So they could have maybe added a line about roasting marshmallows and tasting that, do you think?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the author's purpose was to describe his or her camping experience. Do you agree? Do you agree, Ella? Do you agree? All right. It's not describing a new tent or a wonderful place that they go camping. It's describing their whole experience. Okay? Now, sometimes when we are looking at a new word, sometimes we use a circle map. Have many of you heard a circle map before? Let me show you one. You might have used one of these in your classroom. I know I use some when I teach. You guys seen something that looked like that before?
No.
Never?
Yes.
Well, a circle map helps you.
I've used that.
Have you? Good, Tara. You can help me then. So, if we have a new word that we're trying to describe or figure out what it means, sometimes we put that in a circle map that has 2 circles, a small one and then a large one. And you can see that I started this one and put the word that we're trying to describe or figure out what it means is camping. Okay? Now, we just talked about how the author's purpose of this poem was to describe the whole camping experience. What the person saw, what the person felt, what the person maybe heard, and maybe we could add stuff about tasting in there, using those body senses and the whole experience of camping. So, think about your camping experience, or if you've had like a campfire. How many of you have camped in your backyard maybe? Just at your house. You didn't like go somewhere else, okay? Or maybe you've seen other people camping and you've visited them. So in the outside of this circle map, we're going to list some of those describing words, and sometimes it's 2 or 3 words, like roasting marshmallows or a hot campfire kind of thing. But I want to get started together in your notebooks, so I'd like you to flip your poem page over so you have a clean piece of paper.
I don't have the same paper.
Just flip it. Okay? And I want you to draw on there a large circle with your pencil. That's why we brought our pencils with us.
use
make it pretty large because you're going to have to write things around here. And then inside that, make a smaller circle and write the word camping, just like I have up here.
Okay.
I need you to sit on your bottom, Sterling. Put it in your lap.
Like this.
Yep.
It's harder than
Perfect. Thank you.
and yours too. Really hard.
Sterling, we're waiting on you, bud.
Okay.
Two circles, a large one and a small one.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, what do you need to do in the small one? Harry, I need you to sit up too. You should be looking up here. Alright, so we're going to get started together and then I'm going to ask you to go back to your seats and finish this circle map, okay? So what are some phrases or words or descriptions of camping? The author gave us several examples with twinkling stars and crackling fires. So what other things can I add to this circle map? What things happen when you're camping?